we're on the Crisis Help Radio Show, and I have a full group with us tonight. My co-host Tom Sullivan is here, and my other co-host Kelly Sisco is here. And our focus tonight is on acting. So, Tom, what's the number that people could call in?
Well, the number to call, and we hope you will call in, is area code 914-636-0110. You're listening to WVOX 1460 AM.
So we have a treat for you. If you're listening but not on, if you're listening but you'd like also visuals, I'm going to hand this phone to my daughter Kelly. You want to get that on Facebook Live?
I got it on mine.
No, on mine. And
I can't do 2 Facebook Lives.
okay. And what we have tonight are 2 original, and possibly 3, 2 original scripts. One is a screenplay for a short film, and it's called The Past Comes Back, and the second is a script for a short play, and it's called Art is Long. And we're going to go with the other screenplay first. Before that, let's each introduce ourselves. Let's talk about maybe your favorite film or play, and say your name, and we're going to go around the table.
Hi, my name is Steven Moscatello. I've been acting for about 6 years. I've done some things I'm really proud of. I started studying first with Vinnie Pastore, and then I study now with Vinnie Cortola. I like to be on stage rather than film. I feel very liberated when I'm on stage, and I'm looking forward to doing American Buffalo in the near future. I have a TV show coming up called Mob Mentality. Take it away, Warren.
All right, great.
Good evening, I'm Warren Bubb. Residing here in the Bronx, New York. I've been acting now full-time about 15 years. I would studied at HB Studios along with Terry Schreiber Studios. I've done film, television, theater. I have a big play coming up in the fall, which I'll talk about later if I have the time to. And I'm just happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to this entire evening.
Great.
Hello everyone, my name is Nando Prudhomme. I'm actually pretty new in the acting business, so to speak. I started taking classes at HB Studios, working on the Vinnie Pastore. As far as favorite film and stage play, I like them all. I just like dramas particularly. But right now I'm having fun doing this and meeting a ton of people, very talented people in this room right now. So I'm just soaking it all up.
Hi, I'm Ernest Mingione. I've been acting about 20, 25 years. I love the stage, I love comedy, and I like to play like the cowardly lion character.
My name is Kelly Sisco. I'm co-host. I'm Fran's daughter. I like a number of plays. A classic play that I really like is Gypsy. A newer play that's more funny and different is Avenue Q. And a play that I didn't actually see, but I saw a local production of it, is A Drowsy Chaperone. So those are my 3 favorite plays, and I love to dance as my specialty of performing.
Hi, my name is Joe Appellian. I'm a novice in the business, still learning. I took courses with workshops with Vinnie Pastore down at HB Studios. I love it. I'm learning a lot every day. And I just did a short film with Brad Ferenza called Awakening Arlene. It'll be out soon. And I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of beautiful people here, and I'm honored to be in their presence. Even though I started late in life, I'm here.
Hey, better late than never, right?
Yeah.
I echo Joe Appellian's sentiment. I have the privilege of working with everyone in here in some capacity or other. And I guess I've been involved as a writer-performer my whole life, but only in the last 7 or so years have I been stepping up my game. Recently,
Let me check.
I've become an unwitting producer, and thanks to people like Mr. Pastore and Maureen Van Zant, some of these projects have cut their teeth. And of course, Fran and Joe and others at the table, Nando as well. And favorite film, I think I would say Bonnie and Clyde, even though there's no part in there for me. Favorite roles, villainous roles, but I never get them.
Wow, very good. Hey, Tom. Oh, it's Lily.
Yay! Hi, so I'm Lily Min. It's been a long time. I studied Lee Strasberg when I was about 15 or 16. A lot of years happened, And I did some plays in high school and in college, and it's always been my dream. And now I'm here studying again with Vincent Curatola, who we adore, and these lovely people. And I'm just really glad to be here. As far as favorite play, it must be The King and I with Yul Brynner. I saw when I was in high school, and that really, really made an impression. Also, The Phantom of the Opera with Michael Crawford and Sarah Brightman, and the music really, really impressed me, and I am so happy to do this. And thank you for the opportunity.
Very good, thank you.
Go ahead, Tom.
Who, me? Oh, gosh. I'm Tom Sullivan, and I love the nightlife. I love to boogie. I'm a disco guy. Actually, I done a lot of stand-up comedy, and I'm a comedy writer, and I've been working on the radio here with Fran for longer than Fran admits to being alive, and we enjoy working together. And I love the theater, but I'm also a movie guy. I would say Singing in the Rain and On the Waterfront, two very different films, and they are my two favorites.
Great, Tom. And Brand, you want to say something? You're doing our video. Something very short. Come on.
My name is Brandy Baker, and I'm from the
Right into this mic. You got to get into the mic.
Right there, honey.
Hi, my name is Brandy Baker. I'm from Nourishtown, New York, and my favorite play is Phantoms of the Opera, and I have tons of movies, so.
Okay. All right, great. You know, I want to share this. Brandy told me the other night when we were out, she said her dream is to act. So I invited her to come to this radio show and to film and to be among you wonderful actors. And I'm blessed. You know, Brad brought, I think you were the first to bring up, maybe, or others, Vinny Pastore. Vinny is just an amazing guy, and I want to just shout it out for Vinny helping me tap into my possible acting potential. And in fact, I heard from Dennis Nardone, if you're listening, who has a show here, said that Vinny mentioned me on the phone on the show the other day, and I said, "Oh, was it that bad?" You know. But anyway, he's wonderful, and that led to other interests. And then I want to thank Steve Muscatella here for coming to a scene that I performed in New Jersey and telling me about Vince Cortola, and then getting involved in his class and other classes.
Are there any
through
Italians
acting.
involved in the operation?
You know, it's funny you say that, because there's two people, I think there's only two people here. You know, Joe, you count as Italian because you look so Italian, you know? And Nando, I think we're gonna call you Sicilian. We're gonna do that, we'll say you're Sicilian, and same with Brandy. And Warren Bubb explained to me that his father is part Italian, so we're giving everyone a pass here, because this script that we're about to do is Italian-centric. So for you people listening out there from New Rochelle, I know there's a lot of Italian Americans there in the town. Those that aren't, please bear with it. There's some maybe Italian culture that, well, you'll see. Okay, I'm not going to even we're going to just start it. So is that all right? We're just going to start right away. We're going to start right. What we're going to do is we're just going to read the characters. We're going to go around the room and read in the order given on this sheet. Okay? Brandy, I think what you're going to do is you're going to change with this phone. Just try to do both. All right? Okay. Okay. The character of Fran Sano. By the way, all these characters are all men except Fran Sano, and they're all 69 years old, and they were close friends as teenagers. And the characters are Fran Sano, a transgender female accountant, an entertainer looking younger than her age, in a dress and heels, and the people that she channels are Saint Francis of Assisi and Blessed Virgin Mary, because you'll see in the script that there's a channeling or going back into past lives. Tony Acasella.
Well, that's me. I'm a fun-loving, level-headed, reliable best friend of Fran. I'm a store owner, singer, have a big smile, and boy, these are big shoes to fill. Frank Sinatra, oh boy.
Hi, I'm Warren Bub. I'll be playing Jimmy Rizzo, a tall, retired fire department commander, big stomach, balding, recently acting, and his alter ego is Federico Fellini.
Hi, my name is Steven Moscatello, and I'll be playing Lou Adafino. I'm a retired car sales manager. I have thick grayish hair. I'm very handsome, and I'm channeling Michelangelo.
Hi, Ernest Mingione. I'll be reading Richie Ruggiero, good-looking owner of an insurance agency, brown hair, trim and fit, and I challenge Christopher Columbus.
Hi, this is Joe Appelian. I play the character Mario Bruno, wise, tall, consensus builder with skills in many areas including filmmaking, architecture, furniture design, painting, and sports. And he channels Leonardo da Vinci.
Hi, I'm Carmela Carpesano, mysterious, sensual, wise woman around 55 years old, dark hair, psychic, medium, attractive figure, and a warm smile.
I'm Brad, playing Frankie Patisano, an excitable guy, often in trouble, who spent years in prison for drug possession and dealing. I've got unruly hair and a mustache. And I'm a bit tired looking. I channel Julius Caesar.
Okay, here we go. Ready, Tom? Tom Sullivan's reading stage directions.
Hearing doorbell.
Lou, please get the door.
I'll get it. Hey, Jimmy, give me a hug. It's been...
Oh, about 25 years. That's all. Still got that big smile? How's Linda? Still together?
She's good. Watches the grandkids. Susan had twins. Hey, how's Eileen?
I guess you don't know she passed 6 years ago.
Oh, very sorry.
Hugs Jimmy.
Jimmy, I didn't know. Very sorry.
It's good to see you, Fran. You okay?
Some changes. Everything's all right.
People don't really change. Well, sometimes things do.
Richie walks in through the open door.
Well, look at all you guys here. I brought a couple of bottles of wine and a vegetable platter. Drinking?
Hey, Richie!
Oh my God. It's
Hey, Richie.
Wow.
It's you.
Yeah, good to see you.
We really were drinkers.
Seems like everything we do involves beer or wine, even when we played softball.
The good old days. Where did they go? Blink of an eye.
Look at us, we're old. Now when we say old man, we're talking about ourselves. Oh, except for you, Fran. You're the old lady.
Ha ha ha.
Sorry to hear Lorraine doesn't live here anymore. You two was something else together.
I know. It seems... Hey, let's start the game. I shoveled a new deck already. I got chips, all types. Plastic, potato, corn.
Mario enters the open door, smiles and waves and goes around the table, patting some guys on the back and hugs others. Pulls up a chair at the table.
I was afraid I'd be late. Did you get my text that I'd be here?
No, I missed it. What a nice surprise. I want to hear all about the awards that you've been receiving for your films. After we play, okay?
Should we wait for Frankie?
He's really coming? When did he get out?
I heard 2 weeks ago he was away for 4 years. Poor guy.
And what did you do? Possession?
And using. Supposedly, the family got a judge to put him away as penance for whacking Squeaky's son, even though it was accidental.
How do you accidentally choke someone to death? I haven't seen Frankie in 20 years.
Loud knock on the door 3 times.
I got it.
Hi, honey, I'm Frankie.
Hi, Frankie. It's me.
Frank, is that you under there? Unreal, I've heard about you, but didn't believe it. I thought you went witness protection or some crazy thing.
No, it's me. Now I'm this way. 8 years.
Well, to each his own. I mean, her own. Gotta get those pronouns right.
Great to see you.
Frankie pushes away, nervously smiling.
Okay, now that we're all here,
By the way, where is Brian?
Lou said Brian was not invited because his father had no Italian in him. Too bad.
We're all about to play a game that you will remember the rest of your lives.
I knew this was gonna be something. When you told me to bring 5,000 with an opening pot of $2,000, I knew this was gonna be very cool.
Fran, you can put those cards away. It's a different game, but you can still moderate the game as you always do once I go over the rules. Ready?
Flashback scene to teenagers in the back of a luncheonette. Older men as 17-year-old boys are sitting on wooden milk crates, surrounding 2 milk crates used as a table, playing cards. Fran, as Frank, is standing at the end, dealing the cards.
Yeah, go. We're ready.
All
Tell us, come on.
All right, stop this here. This game is called Past Lives. That's right, Past Lives. The Italian version. About Italians and played by Italians.
Oh, I love it already.
There are a few famous Italians who are my idols, especially the creative ones.
After I explain it and answer your questions, I will call in Carmela, who's sitting in a car out front waiting for me to call her in. Here is the Past Lives deck of cards. It has 12 cards. Each card is about a famous Italian person in history. One side is their birth and death date. On the other side is their name, image, occupation, and main achievements. I'm going to shuffle the deck and deal to you each one card, date side up, describing who you channel, so to speak, for the evening. There will be 6 cards left that I will show you face up, just to give you an idea of who you could have been.
What if I don't like the person?
Spad, let me finish. If you're unhappy with the card you were dealt, you may put it back in the middle and pick from one of the other people's discards, if there are any. Once each person has a card, I will call in Carmela to come in, and we'll start the game.
You told me on Monday that the game changed your life big time. How? How, Lou?
Let me just say that in the last 4 months, I have played this game 4 times with mostly strangers, and now I have over $3 million in the bank from almost zero. Paid off the big mortgage I had, finally published the 2 books I wrote years ago, and invested in a film that has won Best Feature in 16 festivals.
What else? As if that's not enough?
My wife Elaine has come back to me, which I'm really happy about, and I've started a foundation to help homeless youth in my brother's name.
Wow. I didn't know all of that. Congratulations, Lou.
All that because of this game?
You will see what I'm saying, trust me. You will get to tap into the best sides of yourself and your true potential. Basically transform yourself. Become who you are meant to be. Now, about Carmela. Treat her with respect. She is an unmarried, beautiful, and sexy woman. But please don't tease her or objectify her like we used to do with girls many years ago. She'll receive a commission from the game, and at the end of the night, we move on to a new game to help a new group of people. This is her life's work now. She's a psychic medium and an MD in neuroscience. She, of course, intuitive and incredibly calming. And like no one you have ever known, I get a commission too, and often a share of the stuff that results. Businesses, inventions, or, you know.
Lou calls Carmela on his cell phone.
Ding, ding, ding.
No, okay, Carmela.
Okay, Carmela, come in.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hi, friend. Mwah, mwah.
Hi, Carmela. That was fast. Glad you're here.
Hi, everyone. I wish you all the best in what you're about to do.
Guys, sit at the table in this order, clockwise. Me first, right here, Jimmy, Tony to my left, Jamie to Richie, Mario, Frankie, and last is Fran. Fran, you make sure the pot's right. Everyone empty up $2,000. It's bet or get out. The person who gets voted the most transformed by the majority gets the whole pot, including the 4,000 to 5,000, that goes to the person who comes in second. When it's your turn to go, do not show your card to anyone until you show Carmela. But everyone is allowed to see it. I go first.
Secretly shows his card to Carmela, who is behind him, then to others.
Lean back a little, Lou. I'm placing a silk cotton cloth over your face for a few minutes. That will help you connect with your past life person. I will now place my forehead against yours. That will stimulate the connection between your present life and your past life.
Whoa, this is a lot to take in. How do we go back to that person? It's kind of far-fetched.
Actually not. Let me explain. It's about commonality. Physically, most of us have genes that are only 10% different from being a fly. All living creatures have so much in common. Human brains also have commonality, except that each person has different experiences that get built upon to formulate patterns. These patterns then shape how we think, play, decide, make art, work, solve, love, whatever. Many of these experiences are essentially similar enough to then make parallels.
What's an example?
You. Richie may have spent vacations on the Jersey Shore, and you, Fran, maybe in Rhode Island. For sure, there are different beaches, but the sand underneath your feet in Jersey may trigger memories similar to the sand underneath Fran's feet in Rhode Island. And the sun on your skin, the smell of the air, the sound of the gulls, you get my point. These similarities of experiences create tracks in people that if connected physically, psychically, can allow the experiences of one person to be felt, understood, experienced by another person. I am that psychic link. For people who have lived before and past, their ids, their essence, remain identified with a particular individual in a type of heaven. But the essences also enter a layer pool of identities and their tracks, and can be segregated by the right connection.
Whoa, Carmela, this is heavy stuff. I think am I right to say that what you're saying is that we have these experiences that develop channels and patterns, and then somehow through you being a psychic link, it can connect us. It's okay, guys. It could connect us to a past life.
She goes in front of Lou and places her forehead on his.
Lou, you're looking at the Piazza, which you saw with your wife during a trip to Italy many years ago.
I'm seeing Michelangelo out of marble in front of him, carving the likeness of Mary and Jesus with his hammer and chisel.
Past life scene. Michelangelo is seen first on his back painting the Sistine Chapel, and then in his gallery walking around his work table and shaping the stone into the Pietà with a chisel and hammer.
And
Lou rises
and back to
the dining room table playing the game. Lou rises, takes off the silk cloth, gets the watermelon on the buffet, brings it to the game table and starts carving it, turning it into a replica of the Pietà.
Lou, since when did you get to be a sculptor? Did you sculpt in between fires?
Looking down with surprise at the replica he just made from the watermelon, starting to get emotional, his voice breaking up.
Never. This is my first time. I always wanted to be a sculptor like my grandfather. My mother had me try in the 4th grade in art class. They told me I was too clumsy to be an artist, and that I had no sense of dimension, no spatial ability. But look, here's my 1,000. Here, take it, here's my 1,000.
Okay, all right, Pot's right. Oh, Lou. All right, Tony, you go. Show Carmela, and only her, your card of who you once were, and then if she passes on it, she'll show the rest. We'll show the rest.
Couldn't be a better choice. I've wanted to be a singer all my life. I never really did it, except for some club performances.
Tony, lean back. Here's the silk. Let your feelings and thoughts flow.
Past life scene. Intro, a nightclub in New York City where a young Frank Sinatra is singing the song Sweetheart, You Are the One for Me, and moves around the stage. The audience goes wild and the girls' faces light up. Intro, back at the dining room table, playing the game. Rising at the table, Tony looks at the walls around at each person, smiles broadly and starts singing, and snapping his fingers, and moving around the table to everyone's delight, beginning to sing the song.
He asked me to substitute on this. Your eyes were closed when I first saw you on that train back then. Your friend and I talked all the while. You slept like an angel. Sweetheart, you are the one for me. You came to me from up above and stayed with me. We grew our love, sweetheart, we're meant to be.
Even Frank Sinatra had quiet, tender moments like this.
And starts singing to himself into a handheld mirror that Fran gives to him.
As I stare into this mirror, looking for what I like, at first I see things are fine, and then I see the other side.
Hey, guess what, Tony? You just found your new calling. Change your name to Blue Eyes, even though they're brown. You're good. You're good. You're very, very good, you. Yeah, you're good.
Thanks. I feel it. I bet $1,000.
Okay, Lou and Tony are in. Hard acts to follow. Jimmy, you're up.
Hi, Carmela. Here's my card. Turns out to be my favorite filmmaker.
Wow, Federico Fellini. And you acted when you were younger, right?
Always wanted to get back into it, but with 5 kids being a fireman, seems a better bet.
Secure, but risky. But, tell her the position you got up to when you retired 2 years ago.
Commander.
Impressive. Now lean back. Feel the silk. Relax. Relax. I'm bringing Fellini to you. You're on set. In his mind. Keep your eyes closed.
Okay. Nothing yet. Oh, here. The film, 8.5. I'm talking to Claudia Cardinale and Marcello Mastroianni, 5 feet away. But, strange to hear, now we're on a set for La Dolce Vita, and I'm telling Anita Ekberg to run lines with an actor who looks like me. The Jimmy me, as in Fellini, smiles at me as Jimmy and never speaking English, tells the Jimmy me in Italian not to get distracted by her beauty. Se te stesso ignora la tua mente, disindote. Chop. Magnifica. Just being yourself and ignore your mind telling you she is so magnificent. I feel Fellini's thoughts very clearly. Focus on your lines, that's it. Go into the character. I know you down deep know how. You will figure it out. I'm back. Fellini directed me back to the acting me.
An amazing transformation. I see it in your face, hear it in your voice, and feel it in your hug.
I bet $1,000 and I feel good. Feel good, yeah.
Okay, Jimmy. Jimmy just bet $1,000. It's on you, Richie, to call his bet. Because it's a better get-out game.
Richie counts out 10 $100 bills and throws it in the pot in the center of the table.
Glad to have the old you back, Jimmy. Salute. I call.
Raising his glass in Jimmy's direction, and then the others call by adding their $1,000 to the pot in clockwise fashion. Holding up his card and showing to Carmela the image of Columbus's image on the card, and then shows to others.
Ernie, pardon me.
Pardon me.
Part of me really likes...
Part of me really likes the man for his courage and curiosity, but in the last few days, a lot has come out bad about him. His pillaging and raping.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. Don't let the bad you heard about him suffocate the good.
Wow, that was something. You saw Christopher Columbus when you went back.
Past life scene. Aboard their ship, Columbus is talking to his shipmates that they finally have land in sight and how much they accomplished together. All are proud. Then the following scene shows him and some of his men overtaking an Indian village and burning teepees and hacking at Indians and grabbing women. Back at the dining room table, playing the game.
Guys, I gotta tell you, I've done some mean stuff to women over the years. Free marriages, and I must admit, I was brutal in my sexual demands until they finally left. Can't explain why, but might have been envy, or I hope that my children from each marriage and all the other people, I remember the good things I've done. The way I've helped people in business and at church, the kids on the ball fields, and at home when I wasn't out gallivanting with other women.
Closing his eyes as if in solemn prayer.
Give me a chance to lift this cloud that's been over me like Columbus. Forgive the past. Forgive me the past.
Past life scene. In a softly lit area of a tent with a Native American woman who had been injured, Columbus is gently washing her wound and that of her toddler daughter and noting their tears of thanks. Back at the dining room table, playing the game.
Just then it was an epiphany occurred.
In fact, his face did significantly brighten as if a light bulb went on under his skin.
So thankful. Here's my 1,000 in.
Well, Richie, I never knew your relationship with women was eating you alive inside. Let me give you a hug of congratulations on your transformation.
Phenomenal. Richie, Fran, do I go?
He shows his card to Carmela, whose eyes widen. Then he shows it to the guys at the table.
Great match, Mario. I always think of you as a Renaissance man, talented in many fields, like Leonardo da Vinci.
Carmela places the silk cloth on Mario's face, goes to his front and places her forehead against his, and then steps away. Mario enters a trance, like he saw a vision. Past life scene. Leonardo da Vinci in his studio is painting on a canvas. Behind it is standing a large mirror. As he paints, the image of the Mona Lisa becomes clearer. Tilting his head back and standing straighter, he makes a feminine gesture and smiles, as if emulating the woman in the painting. The scene changes to a close-up of his Last Supper painting, with intricate drawings of devices and contraptions. Strewn on the chairs around him looking like he was pulled away from the drawings into the painting. As he paints Christ's face, he starts crying in a mixture of sadness and joy. Back at the dining room table, playing the game.
Everything I've ever accomplished, every award I've ever won, can't hold a candle to Da Vinci's work. In the two scenes I've just witnessed, it demands that I strive to do better and to reach further and wider. Can I bet 2,000?
Amazing. No, Mario. But if someone raises you, you can then raise them. For now, Frankie, it's on you to call Mario's bet. Put in 1,000. Now, everyone else who's staying in, put 2,000 in.
Carmela, will you come in front of me and put the silk cloth on?
All right, but you still need to lean back and reflect on your past life, person. Show me the card.
He shows the card, and then the silk is slowly on his face. A few seconds, and he takes it off. Throws his card on the table, showing Julius Caesar. Grabs Carmela with his right hand and twists her left arm behind her back. Brings her to his body, face to face, so she can't move. And in a rage says,
I'm sorry to do this, but I'm in a bad jam. They're gonna torture me unless I pay back the 100 large.
All the guys start looking with fright at each other and are temporarily frozen. They watch while Frankie says demandingly to Carmela,
I will take you with me tomorrow to Tiffany's and bring the Houdini card. You will help me channel Houdini. We can trick them into giving us diamonds.
With his free left hand, he scoops up most of the table's money into her large carry-on. Then a flashback. Flashback scene to teenagers. As usual in the back of luncheonette, all the men as 17-year-old boys are sitting on a wooden milk crate, surrounding two milk crates used as a table, playing cards. Frankie suddenly jumps to his feet and yells out with wide, scary eyes.
Sorry guys, I got myself in hot water, not able to pay back Big Skeeter the money he lent me to gamble.
Frankie runs off with the money in the acey-deucey pot, about $100, gets into his car 10 feet away and speeds off. The guys are frozen, just saying, oh no. What the? Back at the dining room table, playing the game.
Back to the past life game. Everyone is frozen except Lou.
Oh.
Who brought
This
Carmela and initiated the game. He sees his whole new world of transformation crumbling in front of him. Reaches for the large kitchen knife that was next to the cake, yet to be cut and served. In order to threaten Frankie, holds it up threateningly, Frankie, and says,
Frankie, let her go now! Right now! Drop the bag, get out, and nothing will happen!
I can't leave. I gotta do this, or they'll torture me. Piece by piece, like they did to Carmine.
Lunging forward to put the knife at Frankie's throat to scare him into letting Carmela go. Avoiding Carmela, Frankie is startled and tries to grab the knife, and in the struggle, Lou unintentionally stabs Frankie in the side. A big 6-inch gas and blood starts gushing out. With a determined yet inspired look on her face, says to Carmela, who has moved away,
Carmela, get the silk. Put it on me. Come on, quick. Over here. Hurry up.
Honey.
My card. It's St. Francis of Assisi. I got an idea.
with the silk over his face, saying loudly,
St. Francis, you went astray, but you found Jesus.
Past life scene. In a busy restaurant, St. Francis is young, drinking, carousing, and spending money. Suddenly, he has an epiphany, hearing the call of Jesus Christ. He goes outside, walks to a large rock at the side of the road, sits on it, closes his eyes and smiles and says, "Make me an instrument of your peace." Back at the dining room table, playing the game.
St. Francis, I beg you to connect me with your soul. Make me an instrument of your peace. And through you, then connect me to Jesus and to Mary, his mother. as she held him when he was taken from the cross.
Past life scene. In a museum, we see the Pieta, the statue of Mary holding Jesus in her lap, made by Michelangelo, showing his wounds in his hands and the wound in his side. Lou, whose past life is Michelangelo, shakes in his chair. Back at the dining room table, playing the game. Overwhelmed to be connected to Jesus for an instant, and then to Mary. Fran moves away from the table to sit on a chair with more room around it.
Bring Frankie here. In my lap. Here. It was Mary's love that was one of the reasons for Jesus to resurrect. And through her, I ask you all to say a prayer so that Frankie does not die, focusing on Mary through Carmela and me.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and in the hour of our death. Amen.
The camera moves back, revealing Frankie, once unconscious, now stirring in Fran's lap, looking up, startled then smiling, the blood from the wound stopping, and the skin actually healing. And Fran says,
It's a new day for all of us, given a powerful gift to access what we already have within us and transform. Let's go forth and make miracles.
camera widens to everyone exchanging hugs and kisses with each other, and shows a print on the wall of Da Vinci's The Last Supper. Then the screen goes suddenly black.
Made it through the whole play.
Wow, got it through. Okay, thank you all.
Made it
Thanks
through
for
in
everything.
40 minutes.
Now thank you. And that was the first time through. Everyone, I think everyone did phenomenal. And thank you. And Tom, all those directions, you did a phenomenal job too. I think everyone brought a very personal part to it, and that's exactly what we wanted. Thank you very much. And people out there, if you want to call in starting a little later, maybe right up 5 up, we're going to do another scene. We're going to do a play. We have a time. Kelly, why don't you move over here? Why don't you, Kelly, move over? Actually, if you, do it over next to me over here. This is Brad Forenza is a.
I'm gonna read.